In this video, we're going to find the center and radius of this nice looking problem. So I have y squared plus x squared minus 4y minus 8x minus 3 equals 0. So we're trying to find the center and the radius. Everything's just a mess right now. So what I want to do is I want to get the y's together, I want to get the x's together, then I want to get that constant of minus 3 over. So here we go. I'm going to get y squared minus 4y plus x squared minus 8x, and then I'm going to bump over the 3 over here. So here's my thought process. Here's what I want to get done. I want to complete the square on both x squared minus 4y and x squared minus 8x, and then also add that completing the square process, add it over to 3, and then we'll be able to go from there. So let's do that. So I'm going to complete the square on the y. So I'm going to have negative 4 divided by 2 squared. Taking this term divided by 2 squared. Because remember, we're looking for a center and radius. So it's going to be like y minus or plus something. And then x minus or plus something. And that's going to help us determine our center. And then the radius is going to be on the other side of the equation. So that's what we're looking for. That's the whole reason why sorry, I kind of miswrote that. I wanted like x plus or minus something squared, and then plus x, erase, plus or minus something squared, and then equals the radius over here, which we'll get to a little bit later, but that's the whole goal there. All right, so negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2 squared is 4. So that means for the y, I'm going to do y squared minus 4y plus 4. And then I want to also add 4 over here. For the x, I'm going to do negative 8 divided by 2 squared. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4 squared, 16. So I'm going to have plus x squared minus 8x plus 16 over here. So completing the square, that allows me now to see that I have a y squared minus 4y plus 4. I'm going to rewrite that as y minus 2 squared plus x squared, or x minus 4 squared equals 3 plus 4 plus 16. That's going to be 23. 16 plus 4 is 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. And the whole reason I did this, again, so y squared minus 4y plus 4, I am rewriting this just as a perfect square binomial. So y minus 2 squared. And then x minus 4 squared. So then, for the center, I just look at my x value. So that's x minus 4. So for the center, it's going to be positive 4. Y minus 2 is 2 for my y value. Because remember, I think I was writing plus. I meant minus. So remember, it's like x or y minus whatever you get squared plus, and then x minus whatever you get squared. The order, you could have it written as x minus squared plus y minus squared. But since it's minus, the center formula there, since it's minus, then you do want to just keep that value. So if it's y minus 2, it would be 2. X minus 4, it would be 4. If it was x plus 4, then it would be, for the center, it would be negative 4. Y plus 2 would be negative 2, but since it's just y minus 2. And I'm not sure, did I say perfect square binomial? I think I meant trinomial. I'm not sure what I said, because it's perfect square there. Alright, and then we have the center, so center is 4, 2, and then the radius is going to be, so the radius is r squared, so that value is being squared, so that when we have to think about, well, if it's 23, I have to take the square root of 23 is my radius, because it's r squared. It's part of the formula. Like that. So it's giving you a little bit of a crash course on finding center and radius for that one. So you do have to complete the square a little bit, a couple times. And then just making sure you're offsetting that by doing it on the other side, the 4 and the 16. And then another part where a lot of people miss is this part, where this is the equation that you get, y minus 2 squared plus x minus 4 squared. So then when you actually write it as the center, you got to think about, well, this is y minus 2, it's positive 2. X minus 4, it's positive 4. If this was plus 2, then it'd be negative. Plus 4, then it'd be negative. But since it's minus, you just keep those values as is, 4 and 2. And then the radius is the square root of 23 because the radiuses are squared. So we want to take the square root there. So there is our center and radius. These are really good problems. Students definitely tend to struggle with this at first because it's a lot going on. But you just want to get the y's together, x's together, and then get those constants over, and then go from there. So hopefully this helps you out.